All right. All right. Just a moment here. Should be good now. All right. Good morning. Good morning. Hopefully everyone had a good rest last night. Let's see what we got today. Let's see what we're working with. Good morning, Norcell. Good morning, Peter. Web Searcher, good morning. New Ways moving. I can take a look at that. Alan Espinoza, good morning. Yeah, we need more videos like yesterday. Yeah, glad you got some value out of that. Felipe, good morning. Meg 11, good morning. So what do we got today here? So it looks like leading gapper is ADTX. ADTX. This one, do we have news on it? ADTX soars after amendment of APVO FEM merger terms. So it looks like a merger agreement. Usually not the best catalyst for momentum trading, but I guess, I don't know. Worth to keep on the watch list, but usually it doesn't mean we're gonna get a huge move. I rarely do see a huge move from a merger catalyst, but I wouldn't say it's not impossible. Next one here is SHIM. SHIM looks like Bloom Energy Group shares trading higher by okay. So it looks like news was yesterday. So it looks like after hours yesterday, SHMI, which is the company SHMI Group, gets $27 million subcontract for California project. That's a pretty good catalyst. Hopefully, maybe we can get some momentum today. Even though the news was yesterday, it's still possible that we could get a continuation setup. So I'll keep this one on watch. SHIM. Let's check out the float. SHIM. 2.92 million, which is good. 2.92 million. So looks like it kind of meets all of our requirements. It has news. It's a low float. Good price range. Check out the daily, larger time frame. Let's see. So we definitely have a level up there at, what was that, like 410 or something like that? 450. Up here at 450, 460. This is a clear level. Resistance. Previous support, now going to be resistance here. So that's probably where we're running into here. Topping out here pre-market. So maybe we can get a pullback and the attempt breakout again. Maybe up to that next level there at 450, 460. It's possible. It is possible. Good morning, Al B. Nuclear Trading, good morning. Paul Lewis says, good morning, a lot of stocks popping and dropping. Might be shifting to a cooler market, possibly. Yeah, it could be possible that we're moving to a cooler market, but you always got to be prepared because sometimes you just get a stock out of left field and it just goes bananas. Sam, day trading, good morning. What's up? Pete Johnson, good morning. Yeah, so New Way, Alan, or who said New Way? Someone said New Way. Web searcher says New Way was moving. Does have news? Okay, New Way lists market first commercial sale of therapy to Cincinnati Children's. I mean, it does have a catalyst, but volume is drying up. And when it wasn't even that high to begin with, 60,000 shares at the high, now fading to 5,000 shares, 8,000 shares. It's just not enough volume. It's fading towards the lows too. It's not looking good there for NUWE. Kyle K, good morning. I always double fist in the morning. Water and coffee. It's the way to go. If I don't have water, then I feel a little anxious. Coffee gives me anxiety. But if I'm hydrated and I have coffee, then I'm feeling on the ball. That's my little secret. But yeah, that's really it. APVO is what the next gap are up 30%. It's barely up. APVO, penny stock. This actually doesn't look too bad. Double fist is crazy. Good morning, Tom and fellow traders. Good morning, James Bennett. Yeah, so let's see here. APVO doesn't have any news. As far as I can tell, no news on APVO. It does have okay volume. The float seems maybe a little bit higher. Let's take a look. APVO. 9 million. So 9 million share float on APVO with a 43-cent share stock. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. However, there's no catalyst. There's no, as far as I can tell, there's nothing driving this move. Could be a potential just technical play of shorts taking their profits off the low. But we've traded stocks that haven't had news catalyst before, so it's worth it to keep on watch. I'll put an alert over 48 cents. Actually, no, I'll put an alert up near 50. If you can get over 50, then I'll definitely be impressed, and I'll definitely want to keep watching, because you have this high here, this relative high here, this relative high here that has to break. If it breaks that, the next high is really all the way up at 57. So if we can get up to these levels here at 49.50, then I will be in a good position for the potential move back to the highs. So APVO, maybe. It's a hard maybe. ADTX, what did we say about ADTX? It was the merger, right? Yeah, the merger. Let's see if I can short this thing. No, it looks like I can't short this. Oh wait, no, I'm in the wrong account. Let's try this. No short. No short on ADTX. I'm not too optimistic here. I'm not too, I don't think this is going to be all that great here in ADTX. Just because the lack of, I don't think I've ever really have seen a stock on a merger agreement make a huge move, especially if it's with a company that's, who the heck is EVO FM. If it's, getting acquired by like a bigger company, then okay, but if it's just a merger with some other random company that nobody knows about, likely it's not going to happen as far as with momentum. LCFY. This one's potential. We have a high there at 11.23. I know Zap was moving yesterday too, close to the highs. Yeah, Zap is also potential. I think we might be getting moves in these stocks that were moving a couple days ago, like Zap was moving last week. Huge move. LCFY has been moving recently. These are all very thin stocks. High spreads, like widespread stocks, definitely very risky. This might be what we're getting today. So LCFY, I'll put an alert there. Zap. MLGO as well is on the scanner. I did have a swing on this, but I was too early. My swing trade started here. I got in around like 360 for the swing trade, and the thesis was just like an overextended dip to support. And I was thinking like, well, if shorts are riding this down, like they got to take profits. Eventually they have to take profit. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna swing this. I get in at 360, and it just doesn't look good. We pop up. We pop up. What is it on this day, right? No, on this day. So I get in here, and then on this day it pops up and then fails. So I get out for break even. And then we just fade, another dollar share lower. It pops up again. Even if I still held that entry at 360, I'm still red on the trade. So, like, yeah, like, I had the right idea. I could have waited a little bit longer to get in, but if it was a really good entry as far as, like, if it was a really good move, like, the move would have been, like, $6, $6.50, $7 for the gap. So I don't think this is the move yet for the shorts covering. I think eventually we're going to see that breakout over 4 again at some point over this level. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, maybe not the next day. Eventually I think we're going to break this and hold and move up to the next level here at 6. So maybe I'll look for another entry off the lows for a swing trade. But yeah, I usually don't trade like this, but I want to dabble with different trading styles. And again, like I only took 100 shares, so it's like I'm a beginner. I'm back to being a beginner. This is a style I've never traded before, so it would be idiotic for me to risk $1,000 trying to trade this. So, it's just about getting experience, repetition, and once I start seeing some positive feedback over a course of days and months and series of trades, then we'll have more confidence to put more money on the trade. But for now, just experimenting here with a different style. So Lionel says, good morning, went from green to red. Smiled yesterday for my biggest red day ever. Any advice for today? Well, if you do have, if your statistics over a long period of time are positive, it's likely then just today or yesterday was just a lapse in judgment, a lapse in discipline, which is something that can be fixed. It has nothing to do with your strategy. But it has everything to do with you and your discipline, which is good news. But if you don't have 6 months, 8 months of consistent profitability, consistent profit statistics, then it's likely the strategy. It's likely you just don't have the profitable strategy. But if you do have the profitable strategy, and it just happens to be a fluke, then it's just a lapse in your discipline. And unfortunately, with discipline, you do have to learn the lesson the hard way. A lot of times you have to learn the lesson the hard way. You have to feel the pain of not cutting the loss, of holding and hoping. And then through the pain, you'll be able to learn not to do it again. It's like touching the hot stove. And even after a successful you know, you're a successful trader, you're still going to make those mistakes from time to time. You're always going to have to relearn. Sometimes you have to relearn the lessons. Sometimes you have to touch the hot stove again and learn again. But yeah, any advice would just be following your max loss rules, making sure you follow your max loss rules. You can't go beyond your max loss. And your max loss should be one average green day. For in my opinion, should be one average green day. One average green day. And that's going to change, you know. Your one average green day for the most recent month here, let's say, is $100. Then you don't want to lose more than $100. But if the market's hot, let's say now you're making $1,000 on average on your green days, then your max loss should be $1,000. So it's going to adjust with the momentum. It's going to adjust with the momentum, which is good, because in a hotter market, you want to give yourself a little bit more room. You don't want to have a $100 max loss on a hot market where you're making $1,000. But yeah, I mean, as far as the gap scan today, ADTX, nah, still not looking too good. SHIM, no good, not yet. I don't see anything obvious yet. General CJ, good morning. General CJ, APVO, nothing. There's nothing showing me here that there's like, where's the winner? You know, there's nothing popping up. Nothing's popping up here. Yeah, very slow day. So I might have to adjust my expectations today, which is fine. Maybe it's even a no trade day, which I rarely have. I think in my career I've only had like maybe 2 or 3 no trade days where I just like came into the market and I was like, hey, I'm not trading this. There's no point. I mean, it's just starting to get to that territory today. So definitely adjusting my expectations. ZMLGO kind of curling up still. How's the overall market doing? Kind of starting to pull back a little bit. Are we going to pull back and test this trend line again? It's kind of what I'm thinking we might see eventually. Here's a couple swing stocks I'm in here right now. Is Nike. Just kind of slowly averaging in my position as it goes lower. I think a bounce off of support is possible at some point. If I'm a little early, I could be a little early, which is why I'm kind of averaging in slowly to the position. And again, this is a swing trade, so I'm going to be holding this for up to a year, maybe 2 years, maybe a couple months. Depends when I reach the target. First target will probably be like 80, mid 80s. Second target, going for the red to green. Maybe 100, 110, 120, 130. Another stock in the same sector. Lululemon doesn't look terrible off the support, but not oversizing in both these sectors because since it isn't, or both of these stocks, because since it is in the same sector, I'm still taking the same risk. So if one fails, like if Nike fails, it's likely Lulu's going down too. So it's pretty much like taking the same trade. Silo, let's take a look here. Silo, is that moving? Go bro, go bro. I don't see it. Silo. There's nothing going on here. Barcode, man, Barcode. You don't trade this. This is untradeable. This is some ping pong action. I've seen pre-market days like this before where it looks like no trade day, but then 30, 45 minutes in, some stock names take off. So it's good to stick around just to watch. Yeah, it's always good to stick around and watch and be prepared for anything. Of course. Silo, I mean, it's got at the open, it's got to open up, but I could see a potential squeeze. I mean, you can tell there's shorts in this thing, heavy. I mean, look at all these topping tails. We failed to really break out, which yeah is a red flag for going long yesterday. But you know, our shorts over leveraged now. Our shorts overly sized the downside, and will the dominoes start to fall? Because we do have a major level. Like, looks like they're defending this level here between 240 and 280. So if we can squeeze out, I feel like it could be a pretty big squeeze if it does happen. But right now there's no sign that there's going to be any sort of squeeze yet. It's kind of in a barcode territory. Bitcoin kind of still in this range, but it's nice that we held this kind of descending support. We're still kind of in a range here. And we did hold this other support here as well. Looks like we bounced here, came up, retested, pulled back, breakout, and now retested here, coming back, retesting here again. So now do we bounce to all-time highs? I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. Bitcoin is, I don't know much about Bitcoin. I just kind of trade the technicals. If I think it's a good entry, I just take it. I did buy some down here at 55. I took a trade. I think earlier I took a trade here as well at like 40s, and I kind of wrote it up to maybe 60 or 70,000. And then I taken that trade again here at 55, holding. I'm still holding. I don't know. Maybe we go back to all-time highs, but I'm not in any significant position to where I'm going to lose my shirt. Silo going up. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised. Silo. Let's see. Is it? Is it going to go? Yeah, I think we could see it. It's possible. It's possible. It's possible to see the squeeze. So, I don't know. I'm just gonna take it easy and wait for the winner, if there is a winner today, and if not, then I'm perfectly fine with having a no trade day or trading very lightly today. So that's kind of my game plan. However, if things heat up, you know, I'll also be open to that as well. So it's kind of my game plan. It's my mindset today. So good luck. Stay calm, cool, and collected. Hit that like button on the way out. Subscribe if you're new. I'll catch you guys later. All right. Good luck. Peace.